So first up, let me just say this is my second take doing this video because I didn't get all the details from the first one until just now. So my second take on doing this. But anyway, before I get into the main parts of the video, I just want to say first off, as you guys know, I got my FXR jacket on. For those of you that came by to Salamanca for the snowcross races, said hi to me, took a picture anyway whatsoever, it was a pleasure getting to meet you guys. Always a pleasure meeting my subscribers and fans and stuff like that. Getting to talk some racing as well. To my snowcross buddies in the community, riders, teams, broadcasters, front office people, stuff like that. Good to check in with you guys once again, see what you guys have been up to and stuff like that. Looking forward to going back there next year. But anyway, let's get to what's going on. So, I want to give, before again, another before, this is just a little disclaimer here. I'm not going to be siding with anyone. I'm going to remain neutral. I've got respect for everyone in the media. Whether it's someone I'm a fan of or not really a fan of, I still got respect for everyone. But I'm not going to take any sides here. I will remain neutral, and I'm not going to say whose fault it is or who's not at fault, or et cetera, et cetera. But the first thing I want to talk about is what happened in the media center. So we had two different controversial things, and this comes after last week when the media did an amazing job reporting the news on Ryan Newman following his big crash. No one speculated. They all waited until they got press releases and statements, whether it was Roush Fenway Racing, Ryan Newman himself, or NASCAR. But anyway, so throughout the race, something was going on Twitter regarding the Motor Racing Insider company that was at the race covering it, and their person was Joseph Lombard from who's also known as N2SC4R, and it's someone I've known for a few years. He's a very good guy. But some speculation came out. A tweet came out through Jenna Fryer of the Associated Press with AP, and first thing I saw was an outlet proudly steals the work from other organizations and replied, "Sue us then, all right, sounds like a reasonable solution to admitted theft." And that's a quoted tweet from Sue us then, #bet. Well, here's what went down. So apparently Motor Racing Insider at the time, they made a tweet, and I believe they included a photo from the Associated Press. And Fryer says, "Really weird how you pass this photo off as your own with no mandatory credit to AP. Hope company doesn't send you a bill for illegal usage. It's copyright infringement, and taking someone else's work and presenting it as your own is illegal." And then Motor Racing Insider said, "Sue us then, #bet." So I took a look at the profile, and when looking at the Twitter profile, it was apparently a burner account. Someone trying to mess with Joseph Lombard just to get a reaction, try to mess him up, or something like that, just to create an outrage or a spark in the media. And that had 2 followers when I took the screenshot at the time at 6:39 p.m. Eastern Time. And their actual Twitter profile had about maybe a few thousand followers or a few hundred. I can't recall off the top of my head at the moment. And then that's when Jenna Fryer did realize that she was messing around with the burner account and said Twitter. Wow. But anyway, this is a public service announcement here. And burner accounts are just so stupid. Creating fake accounts that people could believe that it is them. We just almost had a lawsuit of the Associated Press, one of the best journalism, with one of the best media outlets in the United States, almost suing a NASCAR news site for copyright infringement using a photo without credit, and that was or a burner account, I should say. That almost happened, and burner accounts are just not to be tolerated. In fact, they're so stupid. In fact, I think right now, as I'm talking, or as someone is seeing this, I have a feeling someone's making a burner account of me right now on Twitter just trying to mess around with me. I have a feeling that's happening at the moment. And they're just so stupid they create a reaction, and it create a reaction that people think is true. People think it's news, and it's just awful. I can't believe it happened. And we almost just had a lawsuit on it, near lawsuit. So close call there. But after all of that controversy and stuff like that, I just read earlier this morning that Joseph Lombard is no longer working for Motor Racing Insider. In fact, Motor Racing Insider doesn't even have their actual Twitter or Facebook accounts up anymore at the moment after that. So, I mean, I feel bad for Joseph because he's a really good kid, but really, a close call there. Again, I'm not siding with anyone. Even though I do say I feel bad for Joseph, but again, burner accounts, they're so stupid. I don't know why people have time to create fake accounts of other people or replicate fake accounts just to create an outrage or a reaction. This one was just too close of a call for a lawsuit to happen. But then the second thing that happened in the media center was that it was during the post-race press conference, Joey Logano getting interviewed, and some YouTuber who I believe who got credentialed with the name of Mark Anthony DeBello. And by the way, before this, I haven't even mentioned this either. Jim Utter from Motorsport.com tweeted out what the hell is going on in the media center, and he tweeted out after he said some whack job asked some ridiculous question to Joey Logano, probably a Barstool thing. And that whack job is Mark Anthony DeBello. Apparently he's a YouTuber. He's got over 100 subs and stuff like that. But this was a very weird tweet he had. The transcript came out through Davey Siegel, and the transcript I have access to as well through the NASCAR media portal. But he posted this. He was able to post this out to the public. So the question came from DeBello to Joey Logano saying, Joey, there's talk out there about a 10-year plan with NASCAR November. Charlotte for the Hall of Fame here, obviously because it's the gambling capital, and congratulations, you were 5-1 to win this race. And the final race, a week championship series in Daytona, with the cool part being that the Cup championship winner gets to be the pole sitter for the race in February, the Daytona 500. Your thoughts about that long term? First off, I said on Twitter, what is this? That is just, I got no I don't really have any comment on that. That's improper English, which you have to have if you want to be a journalist, number one. And number two, I think he lost his media. I think he left the deadline room afterwards. But that is just ridiculous. I'll give props, though, to Joey Logano for saying what he said. Well, that's all news to me. Has anyone else heard the rumor before? That's news. But I would have rather said no comment, since obviously this is not true. I just could not believe this. I thought for a moment when I first heard about this that it had come from a YouTuber. And there were YouTubers that were media credentialed, besides Joseph Lombard, Eric Estep from Out of the Groove, as well as Darren Gilly and Black Flags Matter. I asked him on Twitter who he was credentialed or affiliated with for the race, and I never got a response back. But I am kind of curious on that. But this was kind of a controversial day yesterday in the media center for NASCAR after coming off of some of their best reporting on Ryan Newman. And now this. It's just not really a good day to be a NASCAR journalist, I say, even me. But in my opinion, if you do want to be credentialed, obviously you have to get approved for these at the tracks. But I have a feeling we're going to see tracks make stricter deadlines maybe on how they get approved. Like maybe sample check maybe. Or as well possibly like an education check or like your history or stuff like that. Because the thing is with the YouTubers, and I hear that NASCAR media members, some of them, not really good, not really fans of the YouTubers, I think. That's from what I'm hearing at the moment. And they get... and they got media credentials anyway. And the thing is, they don't really have an education in like journalism and broadcasting. And some of them, like your step, got through himself through his own show Out of the Groove to get in. And I think it should be stricter. You gotta actually have a true affiliation. So like me, when I went to Watkins Glen, that wasn't through YouTube. That was through the college radio station I was working for at the time when I was at Rockport, and I did have some history in covering stuff too. So yeah, but I still think that there's going to be some stricter rules now in place for anyone that wants to get media credentialed, because that is just something, both of them, that question is just, I don't know what to say on that. But anyway, burner accounts, public service announcement, please stop doing them. And I have a feeling that a burner account's being created on me right now as someone to see in this video. And number two, make sure as well you credit. If you do use someone else's work, make sure you credit it. You remember that thumbnail I posted on from my previous video? I credited that in the description, and then all the photos you see on my post race reports, those come from I just screenshot those off of videos and I give the credit in a watermark. So yeah, not really the best day for a NASCAR media member, but all I'm going to say now is that Auto Club Fontana next week's going to be interesting, because those 3 YouTubers as well, they live out west. I think both Joseph Lombard and Eric Estepper from California. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But yeah, once again, interesting day to be a media member yesterday in NASCAR yesterday. But the big things we got out of yesterday: Joey Logano won, Chase Briscoe won, and props as well in the Xfinity race to Ryan Sieg. I thought he was going to win the race, but I think he's going to be winning as well in the future. And also as well, props to, in the truck race, Sheldon Creed for battling with Kyle Busch for parts of the race, as well as props to Tanner Gray for having a good day in his I believe that was his first Las Vegas start as well. So Wednesday will be fun on RSN Trackside, as we're going to talk more in depth on the races that happened this past weekend. Thursday we got 5 minutes with Marty. I'll talk a little bit more about this. And then obviously we've got this weekend's races in Fontana for Xfinity and Cup. So Joseph said, by the way, in a statement that the incident, he had nothing to do with the incident, but he's not working for them anymore. Motor Racing Insider delayed their account, and they left Joseph hanging to deal with on Twitter. It's a shame that he got put in a bad spot, according to him, for something that he had nothing to do with. He does not deserve the heat and the attention that he's getting on Twitter. Toby Christie said that he wasn't hired to do any writing for MRI, and the content that he was producing was not going to be added to MRI's site or social. And yeah, once again, interesting day in the NASCAR media, to say the least, in 2 separate issues: AP versus a burner account with a near lawsuit, and also affecting a YouTuber, a popular YouTuber, I should say, as well as a controversial question being asked post-race. So that's my take on it. If you guys do enjoy my content as well, please become a patron on my Patreon. Plans start at $1 a month. You'll get some sweet rewards as well. I gotta get into initiating those rewards. We only have 1 patron right now, and that's my buddy Napa fan there, putting in the VIP tier there. But if you do enjoy the video, though, give me your takes as well on what's happening in the comments. Give the video a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks to you all for watching. It's Marty. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. And until then, peace out.